Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Going to go ahead and check on the CTSV. We think we found the issue with the flex fuel sensor. There was a wire that was in the harness that wasn't fully connected inside of the plug, so we think that's the issue. I'll put a picture right here. Charlie found this when he was inspecting it, so we think that's the issue. I'm going to go ahead and go up there right now and check on the car. I'm not sure if this is a defective flex fuel sensor from the factory, that, you know, the place that I ordered it from, because it's brand new. The day that I got it dyno tuned, we were having issues with it, and it's the same day that we installed it, and it was brand new. I ordered it brand new, so I'm not sure if that's a defective one. I'll definitely have to probably check with that company or something, but we may have to rewire it. So Charlie's been doing some investigating. So here's the issue, guys. There's a whole wire not even connected in here. It's supposed to be 3 different wires for 3 different connections, and one of them is not fully connected right here in this harness, which is this wire that goes all the way right here to the bottom of the ECU, which is the wire that's not connected. So that's basically why the sensor hasn't been working. It's got the Corvette build twin turbo kit for this one. I believe these are the same tires and stuff that I had on mine, but these are like actual radials, so they're like bald. Mine actually were like street tires. Stepped in the dog shit. Ah, damn, fam, got the dog dookie up. Damn, stepped on a turd, bro. Shit. Damn, lucky it don't stink right now. I know as soon as I get in my truck, that shit's gonna smell like shit. Get this shit out my shoe. Ugh. Started to smell it, boy. As soon as I went around the car, boy, you started smelling that shit. Fuck. Ugh. Definitely gotta get that out of my shoe. Ugh. God damn. Why he go with the tan interior? Little Terpskis. Is this the one that's going on it? Yeah. Performance. Oh, on 3 performance kit. There it goes. Shit. Yeah, he definitely gonna have to do some adjustments to the hood. Definitely. Yeah. That doesn't even hold. Right? Looks like a good setup though. So this on the LS3? Yeah. LS3. And then they're gonna put 2 on 3 Terpskis on here. So they're gonna be making some good power. I like that intake manifold. So there's the other Terpski right there. So twin Terpskis. Yeah. Boom. Boy, just send them out like that. Boom. That's all you need, bro. Just send it out like that. That's it. You don't need shit else. All right, guys. So it is about 2 or 3 days later. I just got a call from Charlie this morning. So basically, what he's saying is he thinks the flex fuel sensor is bad. It's basically reading sometimes, and then it's reading sometimes it isn't. He already tried to fix the wiring, and it's still reading a little odd, and it's making the car run really rich. So he said he's 70% sure that it's the flex fuel sensor. So right now I'm gonna go to Summit. I think they have a flex fuel sensor. I'm gonna try to pick it up. We're gonna try out their GM flex fuel sensor that they have. All right, man, just pulled up to Summit. Gonna go in here and check out, see if they got this flex fuel sensor in stock, and then I think it's like 90 bucks here just for the sensor alone, because I don't need the harness or anything, so like I was explaining last time. So we'll go in here and see if they got that sensor. All right, so it just came out of Summit. I did pick up a new GM flex fuel sensor. I did get in contact with the company that I got the flex fuel sensor from, and I'll post a picture on here. They said that supposedly they had 3 defective sensors, and that some tubing was they were having issues with the tubing for the wiring on the sensors, and they thought they caught that. And supposedly that one of the sensors is probably the ones that I got, that the tubing was bad for the wiring. But it doesn't just seem like it's the wiring. It seemed like it's pretty much the wiring and the sensor itself not reading correctly. So we're definitely gonna have to check that out, and we're gonna have to see if this sensor works. If this sensor works, I'm definitely gonna go with this one. They did agree to send me a brand new harness and wiring and a connector for free of charge. They were gonna send that because the flex fuel sensor actually has a lifetime warranty also. I just looked it up and saw that too. So all right, so this is the new sensor. So what I need you to do is see if you can see if this is actually an issue, because the company agreed to send me a new one for free.
Okay.
So they were going to send me a whole new kit for free. But I want to make sure that this is the issue, not the ejectors.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we just take that out, and if it is working,
Uh-huh.
we'll just put it back and just return it, right?
Yeah. So basically what I'll do is I'll test out this one, see if that's the sensor issue. They said they were having an issue with the harness. With
That's the main problem that we have right now.
Yeah.
But now it's not the harness anymore.
It's the sensor.
It's the sensor.
Exactly.
But it's turning on the sensor and everything, you know?
Yeah, I think it's the same 3-prong. It is? Okay.
Plug that one and try to see it up here.
Yeah, see if this sensor will fix the issue, and then we'll know if there's a sensor problem or not. Because basically what they were trying to say is that the wiring will cause the sensor to not work.
Yeah.
But I was like, if we got the wiring fixed up, then the sensor should work, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Because what I was thinking, because this is the one that was in kind of had a full connection, you know?
Yeah.
I was thinking that probably it's not getting enough 12 volts, because that's what it's giving.
Yeah.
If it was,
And then it's reading on and off.
Yeah, it was reading on and off, and that'll keep the information not to be on and off, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
So this is where it gets to 12 volts. I think 12 volts, and this should be sending back like the information to the computer, you know?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the signal is there. It sends it and it stops. It sends it and it stops, and that's all the time. So that's what I'm thinking is throwing off the whole thing off.
But you think that would just be the sensor and not just that harness? But I feel like the company kind of knew something was up with theirs, because the first thing he was asking me, he was like, was the tubing leaking? And I didn't ever say anything about the tubing, you know? And that was the first issue that we had in that first video, was that tubing was leaking, you know?
That's right.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, the tubing is leaking. The tubing was leaking, you know, and we fixed that too, and I have a video. And then that's when they was like, all right, we'll send you another one for free, you know? And I respect the company because they were nice about it, you know, and they offered to send another one. But, you know, how did y'all know that the tubing was leaking? I never said anything about that. Never even mentioned that. You know, y'all already kind of came out with that, like you knew something was up with your, you know, with your product. But for the people on my YouTube, it was APS flex field sensor, so that they know. I mean, it seems like a good company. They're working with me, but I will say from right off the top, we're having a lot of issues with their sensor. Oh yeah, I gotta ask you, bro. What you think about the wheels?
Man, it's fucking badass, man. I saw my man, man, I don't know too much about the
Exactly.
wheels, you know?
Right.
But I saw it in person, man. I was like, man, it looks real good.
Right, exactly. That's all I was trying to tell people. They were like, I think it looks nicer. And I'm like, no, hell no. Like,
my little brother is one too, man. He was like, man, have you seen Jonathan's new wheels? I'm like, no.
yeah.
Like, check them out. I really don't like them. Like,
Really?
yeah, well, that's what he was telling me on, like, that he saw it on the video.
Yeah.
And then he came by yesterday because I had him watch me some cars. He was like, man, it looks a lot better in person. It's not the same as like on the video.
Exactly, bro. She trying to tell people that, guys.
Because it definitely goes with the black, man. It goes with the whole different color, you know.
Yeah, it just looks good with the black. It contrasts very well. Yeah, it stands out. And then the wheel design is not like a Ricer wheel. It looks like the Ford Stars. Like, it's kind of like a Ford Star style.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking at first, and now looking to the brand, you know, it wasn't, but it looked just like
Exactly, yeah.
the brand.
I had put the new tires on the back, so they got to meet some nice Federal Firehawks back there. So,
How did it look?
man. See, guys, that's the whole wheel setup. Man, looks good, man. So far, everybody that's seen it in person says they just really love it. So, like I said, it's something you might have to see in person. It doesn't look the same on camera, especially the gold on the wheels, because it's like a nice brushed, and then there's like a gloss gold on the inside with like a brush on the outside. It's just a real nice setup, man. You gotta check it out in person. But he already took the other one off. Like I said, he even said it just now that it was running like dog shit. Like whenever that sensor's not working or whatever's going on, we gotta figure it out. We gotta track it down. We gotta knock it out. So that's what we're gonna take care of now. Made a reverse camera into the emblem. You see that? That reverse camera?
Oh shit. That was like
Bro. Custom. Into the bottom of the emblem, bro. That's crazy. Alright. New one is installed. Here's the old one. Let's try to start it up, see what it does, get the scanner going.
You got your your gallons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried over there in Kroger over there up north by H2O?
I know they have some, but I haven't tried it.
A lot different than what it was before.
Really?
It stayed at 80. It would not move from 80.
I see it went to 80, 82. Oh, you're gonna try to plug it? So now it seems to send a signal.
Well, you see how it's kind of blinks?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I was kind of worried on. It should not blink like that.
Yeah, you can hear it.
It started good.
Yeah, right?
Started good. Working right there's negative. That's 5.
We're running into a small issue where whenever we disconnect the sensor from the we disconnect the plug from the sensor, it's still showing that there's 80% ethanol reading through the system, but the sensor isn't even connected, so we're not sure how that is still getting a reading somewhere. That's not really an issue to cause the car to run really rich. It just lets us know that the sensor is working. So that it's kind of out of the ballpark. I'm trying to think if I got bad gas, because I did put E85 in the car. I took the car home, parked the car, and then I didn't drive it. So that last video where I was showing you guys the startup video, that was my first time starting the car since I put that gas in it, and that's when it started running like that. So I'm kind of leaning towards that it might be that we got some bad gas. I'm trying to stay away from that it's the injectors, because I really don't want it to be in the injectors, just simply because I have to go through the warranty and warranty them out and stuff like that. But if all things fail, it's going to be the injectors. So the last thing we're going to try is we're going to drain all the existing E85 that's in the system. We're going to drain all of it out. I'm going to put some 93 pump fuel into the system, and if the car runs fine, we know it's not the injectors. All right, guys, so we just pulled up to the Kroger out here in North Richmond Hills. Supposedly this got the pimp juice over here. Supposedly they got the E85 pimp juice. So we're going to drain all the fuel out, get all that old E85 out of it, and then we're going to put a little bit of 93, and I'm going to get some of this pimp juice E85 that they got over here. So let me go ahead and fill up real quick. You can already smell it, boy. E 93. All right, man, we're back later on in the day. We're draining all that E85 out. Hopefully that E85 is bad. Hopefully we got the fresh pimp juice and the new 93. See what happens. So it sounds okay. Huh? You don't think so?
I don't think so, bro.
Cause I feel like it would run like total shit if it was like injected.
It doesn't sound like it's running rich.
It doesn't?
It doesn't smell like it.
Yeah, I smelled it a minute ago. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. We still haven't knocked out the issue It's driving me crazy. It's giving me a headache. After that last clip, we put the new gas in it. The car seemed to run fine. A couple days later, I changed the mass airflow sensor. I've warrantied out the O2 sensors. We've checked pretty much every sensors. The thing is, the car's not throwing any codes. It's not leading us anywhere. There's no check engine light. There's nothing to pretty much source, so we can just plug in the scanner and see like, oh, okay, this is bad. We're not getting any of that. We're not getting any codes. We did fix the flex fuel sensor for now. They're supposed to be sending me a new kit. The company agreed to send me a brand new kit, so they're gonna send that. But this is what happens when you mod your cars. You know, you run into little issues like this left and right. But right now, I changed the O2 sensor today, changed the MAF sensor yesterday. The car seems to run fine. It runs good. Idle's good right now. The problem that I'm running into is under throttle. Once you start giving it gas, it starts to break up a little bit, and then it breaks up, and then once you go full throttle, it clears up a little bit, but we're still getting that breakup a little bit, and that's what's causing me to have an issue. So we're trying to track it down. We're trying to get to the bottom of it. We haven't pulled the injectors yet or tested the injectors, so we still got to go do that. That's our last resort. And then we're gonna do like a compression test and check and make sure the compression is good, make sure everything's good. But right now we're leaning towards that injectors. That's probably our last thing to check. It feels like some injectors, they're either not firing correctly. We're going on a test drive. We're running the tables. It's running rich under load. Once you start giving it gas, it starts to get rich. So it's a headache. I'm trying to get the content for you guys and make sure I get this car running top notch so that I can go do some runs and stuff like that. But we are having some headaches with it right now. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and support the channel. I really do appreciate all the support. Follow me on Instagram, HurdTheNerd, same thing as my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't. But I do appreciate the support, and I hope you guys like that clip of the detailing that I did at the beginning of the video. That's my business. I do have a detailing business. So I appreciate y'all if y'all show support. It's Stealth Detail on Facebook. If you check it out, leave a like on my detailing page. I really do appreciate that too. But y'all have a good day. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so have a good Thanksgiving. I appreciate y'all tuning in.